SBA Publications.
Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are happy and healthy in your home. This is your mentor Soni Sati, and today with me we people are going to start our chapter number 24, and the name of our chapter is Comprehension. So in this chapter we are going to learn about comprehension. Now what is comprehension? Comprehension means understanding, how you can understand any passage. So in today's class we are going to learn about comprehension, that is unseen passage. That means that passage you didn't have seen before, so you didn't know the story of the passage. So in today's class basically we are going to learn about a passage, and then we have to answer the given question from the comprehension. So let's start our chapter. The word comprehension means understanding. A comprehension passage, therefore, is a text set as a test of understanding. How will you understand the comprehension passage? Depends on how well you read it. In order to acquire good reading skills, you need to develop good reading habits. Remember the following points for tracking reading comprehension. First is read the passage carefully. Try to understand the main ideas. Sometimes you may have to read a passage twice or even thrice sometimes. Okay. Now, read the question, locate the answer in the passage. Some keywords will prove helpful. Note down the answer in your own words. Don't reproduce the whole sentences of the original passage. That means we people do not have to copy the whole passage to write the answer. Now avoid making comments on expressing your opinion as well. Be factual. That means just write the facts, just understand the facts only. Use the same tense in answering the question in which they are asked. That means if the question is for present tense, so simply you have to write the answer in present tense. Now your answer should be clean, brief and to the point. Sometimes the answer may be a word, sometimes a phrase or a clause, and sometimes even a paragraph. Don't write full sentence in such a case. Now should we watch TV? Should we watch TV? So this is our first comprehension. My parents love to watch TV, so do I. But if I watch a little longer, why have they to cry? You will in your eyesight. That is a regular fight. I fail to understand who's wrong or who's right. Each program is a good show. TV is my friend. How can it be my foe? I think I should follow parents' advice. Have fixed time for TV. Then everything and everyone will be nice. So that was all about comprehension. Okay, so according to this passage we can understand that there is a person, there is a baby, there is a kid who is telling his daily life story about fighting with his parent. Okay, why do the parents not want the child to watch TV? Because it takes so many time and the kid is not taking everything serious. Now, what is the reaction of your parents when you watch TV continually? So here you have to write your own experience. Okay, how your people, how your parents react when you see TV for so much time. Now then we have the question: do you and your parents watch the same programs? Why and why not? So if you and your parents see same program, so you have to use here yes and then you have to describe it. If no, then again you have to describe it here by some words, by some sentences. Then we have question number 4. Should children watch TV? Give 2 reasons for yes and for no as well. So for yes it can be full of advantages. Okay, the educational channel also are there in TV. And no, because sometimes it takes so much time and they are so big and they are so long episodes which take so much time. Then question number 5, give the antonyms of friend, that is foe. Irregular, regular. In the same manner, give the rhyming words of child, mild, and that is how you can write here the answer. Why does the child regard the television as a friend? Because he likes to see that, okay, and he spend the good time with the TV, with watching the TV. Now, how can you make the proper use of television without offending your parents? Just make a timetable and have a awareness of managing the time and use only TV when it is required. Use and watch such channels which are useful for our education as well. Okay, and this is how you can write all the answer of the comprehension. Now we have the second comprehension, that is an extract from Aladdin. Aladdin agreed to do what his uncle asked. Take my ring, said his uncle, and when you will place it to your finger, you will be able to lift the stone. When you will lift the stone, you will see steps leading into a cave. When you walk through the cave, you will come to a beautiful garden. On the wall of this garden hangs a lamp. Bring that lamp to me at once. Aladdin wore the ring on his finger, lifted the stone and walked down the steps into the cave. He passed through the cave and entered the beautiful garden. On all sides grew large trees, but instead of fruits there were jewels growing on it. Now Aladdin was not distracted, he knew his aim. He went straight to the lamp and placed it carefully in his pocket. Then he turned his attention towards other things. He did not know that the bright, colorful things were jewels. But he liked the color and picked up as many as he could. Then he went back to the mouth of the cave. The wizard was waiting for him. Give me the lamp, he said, stretching out his hand for it. Help me out of the hole, uncle, and then I will give it to you, Aladdin replied. No, said the wizard, unless you give me the lamp, I will not pull you out. But Aladdin was adamant. He did not give him the lamp. The wizard was angry. He said some magic words. The stone rolled back on the cave. Aladdin was left alone in the dark. He began to cry. The moment he rubbed his hand against his face, there was a brilliant flash which lit up the cave and a huge genie or jinn appeared. Who are you? Aladdin whispered. I am the slave of the ring. What can I do for you? Said the genie. So that was about a comprehension. That is taken from the story of Aladdin and the jinn. Now, rearrange the jumbled sentences to form a correct story. So here we have some incident, that is Aladdin saw trees, he placed the ring on his finger. Aladdin was left in the dark. His uncle wanted him to give him the lamp first. Through the cave he entered a beautiful garden. He rubbed the ring by mistake. Aladdin agreed to do what his uncle said. The wizard was angry. He placed the lamp in his pocket first. So these were some incidents of our given story. After reading them and understanding them, you people have to write here the series, like first incident, then the second incident, and so on. Then we have second question, which word in the passage means not giving in easily. Okay, and the second is to speak softly. So you have to read the passage so many times and you can understand that which word in the passage means the same, and then you have to write here. Basically, you have to explore the comprehension by reading and understanding it. Now, what did Aladdin uncle instruct him to do? So, we all know what he did. They said that he has to go on the cave. Then, when you walk through the cave, then you will see a beautiful garden. On the wall of the garden, you will see a lamp, and just bring that lamp to me. So this was the wording of that man. Okay, that man, Aladdin's uncle. So you have to write here all the instruction that he gave to Aladdin to bring the lamp to him. Now pick out two adjectives from the second paragraph and give their comparative and superlative degrees. So you have to just follow the second paragraph here. This is first, this is second. So here you have to use first is beautiful and the second one we can use the second one you people have to do find out by yourself. Okay. Now after that we have question number 5. Give the meaning of the word distracted. So distracted means losing the interest, or we can say something which is taking you out of the context. Now, who are you? Aladdin whispered. Write it in the reported speech. Again, we have learnt about the speech as well. So, you have to write here the same thing in a reported speech, or we can say a direct speech. It will be Aladdin said that who are you? It will be like Aladdin whispered, who is he? Now I am the slave of the ring. Write it in the interrogative form. So it will be, am I the slave of the ring? So this is how it will be converted into interrogative form. He rubbed his hand against his face, changed into a question. So again, this you people have to do by yourself. Now we have the third comprehension of this chapter. When Sinbad looked up, an extract from Sinbad. When Sinbad looked up, he was surprised to see a huge bird flying in the air. It was still a long way off, but already Sinbad knew it was the largest bird he saw and that it carried an elephant in its claws. When it was directly overhead, it hovered for a while and then it dropped the elephant to the ground where it landed with a great crash. Now Sinbad realized that the huge white object was an egg belonging to his big bird. He had heard travelers' tales about a great bird like this, which was called rock by them. Of course, no one had believed these stories, but now Sinbad had seen the bird with his own eyes. He crouched in terror beside the egg as the bird flew lower and lower. The whole island seemed to shake when it landed on the ground and settled on the top of the egg. When Sinbad was sure the rock was asleep, he unwound a part of his turban and with it tied himself to its leg. In this way, he hoped the rock would carry him where people lived. All that night he lay awake. He knew that if the rock saw him, he would be gobbled up at once. Luckily for him, when morning came, the rock rose from the egg and flew off, carrying Sinbad with it. Higher and higher it flew. Land and sea disappeared from view, and soon they were flying amongst the clouds. After about an hour, Sinbad noticed that they were descending. At last, the rock landed in a huge valley and Sinbad quickly untied from its leg. Sinbad saw hundreds of serpents around him. The floor of the valley gave a strange glitter. So, this was the comprehension from the Sinbad diaries. Okay, it has been extracted from Sinbad. Now, why was Sinbad surprised on seeing the bird? Because it was so huge, having so big wings as well, and the very big, huge white egg. What do you think can be meaning of hover? Use it with any other flying object is a sentence of your own. So here you have to write the meaning of the hover and then you have to apply that and you have to write here the sentence. Then we have the third question. Traveler's tale. Why has the apostrophe been used after S? So, give any two similar example in which apostrophe has been used after S. So, there are so many apostrophe where this S is used like this or this. So, there is a letter difference which we have already discussed in the chapter, which was the previous chapter. Okay, so you people have to understand that and you have to write here the example. Now, where did Sinbad finally land? Now, where did where did Sinbad finally land? So, here you have to write on the island. Okay, island ground. Now, students, in the same manner like I write the answer of the following, you people also have to write the answer based on the understanding of the unseen passage, that is our comprehension. In today's class, we will learn this much only. I hope each and every concept, each and every story, each and every passage is totally clear to you and you understand very well. So, that was all about our chapter. Now I will meet you in the next video with another amazing chapter. Till then, keep on learning, stay healthy, take care. Bye bye.